and gals. So I'm here for a moment. I've got the room until 5, and then I got a different room come 5 o'clock. How's your week going? Are you having a great week? If you're not having a great week, what are you doing about your week? A lot's gone on since I've talked to y'all. Of course, the last time I talked to y'all, I was submitting grants. I haven't had a chance to post them yet, but they have been submitted. And then I did put on the page, if you wanted to go through the recap of how to apply for a grant, I do have that available at a cost-effective price. Okay. So for those who, I believe I have it for a little less than $20 if you want to learn grant writing, which is decent. The normal cost over the internet is about $25 to $60. I've already sent off a copy to Selkis for review, so hopefully she gets a chance to review it once I do get approved for a grant. The video that I sent her, I'll chop up the video and I'll put it on sites per each interim available for sale as far as a class. The video's about a little less than 45 minutes. So I got to a lot of information in that 45 minutes. I did ask her for feedback, so I'll see what she says whenever she's done and has had a chance to view it. Over the weekend, I got to study a magnitude of things. I was going to go down to the Indy 500, but I was feeling a little queasy by the time I got dressed and got up. It was hot that day, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to be walking in this heat feeling queasy. I've been and got rid of everything I done put in me. So I didn't do that. I actually stayed at the house. I contacted the young gentleman today and asked him how he is because I was going to meet someone down there. But I rested. I feel a lot better now. Oh my, hello from Turkey. Okay, hello Pete the Skit and Robert Downey from Turkey and Jonathan Haynell. So over the weekend, I said, Lord, I could sure use a check. Well, I remembered when I went to the Wealthy Goddess event in '01 that at this event they gave out universal checks. And I really wasn't sure how to use a universal check. But they told me to write down my skill sets, what I was able to do, how those items could pretty much change my life, and to come up with a number to put into a universal check. So this weekend I said, I sure could use a check. And the other part of me, which is the creative side, said, remember when you got that universal check and you put it in your cauldron? I said, yeah. I have a cauldron with 3 legs. I got a couple cauldrons, actually. And I said, yeah, I remember that. You need a check. Why don't you write you one? Vision boards. Checks are good for vision boards and helping your mind think outside the box as you reach for something higher. So I took the time to create 12 delicious checks for vision boards this weekend. And they are all on my Delcia Secrets art page for a reasonable price. starting at $5.55, going up to $19.99, depending upon the type of check you are wanting and the abundance that you are wanting to draw near. And I made sure I looked at other people's checks before I created my own. Mine's a little fancy, but that's okay. It has everything needed for real check visualization for your altar. Beautiful, beautiful design work I did. I also made sure, because I had not in a while, because I've been so busy with grants. I'm going to get started here reading the book in a minute. I said, well, I got a reminder from my OnlyFans that I had not been on there in a while and that I needed to submit some material if I wanted to keep my OnlyFans. So I went and I created, it's called the Ocean Experience. And based off of that, and I posted there, Fansly, FanView, Fat Life, and many vids. And of course, I'll put some PG stuff up on YouTube, PG appropriate. 18, but still not quite P-Hub or status, I should say. So I haven't got to the P-Hub yet. I'm waiting for evaluation. I submitted the content to a few people and I told them to look through it and pick me out 10 of the best pictures out of the 38 that I sent, 5 for regular social media and 5 for the P-Hub. Plus to review my video before I put it up on the P-Hub to make sure that it is of the highest content. I also went ahead and did 4 poems. 3 are already available on my vocal.media page underneath my name, Denelzia Walker. And they are, they're filthy. How about that? I like it filthy. How do you like it? Dirty, filthy, nasty. So they have posted 3 of those poems already that I've put on my pages this weekend, and they are contemplating one. But yeah, I had a delicious time this weekend. I haven't posted on any other social sites except for my Facebook page and Twitter page. So I had to fight for my life Saturday morning on Twitter. I still cannot get used to the fact of a robot trying to verify if I am human. Are you a real person? I had real people in real life ask me that too. Are you a real person? Okay. So I had never did this kind of challenge before on a social media site, but they had it where, and I forget what they called it, and I wish I would have screenshot it, but they had it like a cinema on the page. And I want to say it had 3 rows and it had a little man that looked like he was sitting in a cinema. And you had to use your arrows on your key tablet to sit him into the requested chair in this cinema. You would think that is easy. I kept moving these arrows, and the man just pretty much sat in any chair he wanted to every time I moved the arrow. I couldn't get the arrow quite right. When I finally got the arrow right, I said, oh my gosh, hallelujah. So I went through that. And then I went through, they hit me up, said they didn't know about that account, that the account didn't exist. They couldn't find the account and email them back. I emailed them back in regards to the issue for the authenticator. And after everything was said and done, I will say they have a quick response time over there. They said don't send no emails back asking no questions, but they did send me over a survey, and I am a review queen. Yeah, I lit that survey up. Y'all wanted to know how I felt. And then they had the nerve to give me a character limit. I said, this is just nonsense. I can't even get everything in here I want to say. That's okay. I made sure to get everything within the character limit, and I sent over the survey to Twitter. I hope it helps. Now, I do have one of my accounts on Twitter open, my Nelsia one. Um, I will have to work on, which is the main one. So that's why I normally do my sharing of books, and people retweet out stuff like books and promotions and things like that. And so the other account, if I have to start that one from scratch, it has like 30 people, but this other one is pretty full. So I'm glad that the account is still there, per se. Now, as far as, I'm just going to show you. Oh, Jonathan Haitian is sending me a bunch of hugs and kisses and other things. Now, let's see here. By the way, I did read Playboy's terms and conditions, so whatever I'm posting on these other pages, Playboy is special. But I guess I didn't really have to read any legal terms to understand that. So they would not be getting the same content that I put on other pages. We're going to move from being, slowly but surely, from being all accessible to apparently exclusive. It's a very exclusive site. They charge $99 a month just to join, and they don't want your content anywhere. And they do, they said if you don't want to just share an idea for free and have them use it, don't send it to them. So I won't, because any ideas I give, I need to be paid for. They also said that if they use material that I do post to advertise, that I don't get compensation from that. I just get compensation for pretty much modeling and whatever tips they get. But you know what? I'm okay with that, because I just did a video on pros and cons of on a video, and it says on there when I'm no free candy, but it lists underneath when I talk about the no free candy that there are certain situations where you allow for free candy. You allow P-Hub and you allow Playboy to have some free candy. Those are names that are above your names and you're trying to get your name recognized. So they get their advertising is crazy stupid. It's stupid. I love it. Advertising and marketing. So yeah, we're gonna work within the lines that they give. You got this clock here, and what else do you have here? I don't know what that red thing is, darling, that you're holding up. Okay, but we got about 20 minutes. I thought I would recap the weekend in regards to what went down. So I pretty much worked all weekend. I worked on the manifestation checks. I worked on getting the artwork together for the adult sites that I'm on. I didn't really, do too much talking to folks. And then I do want to have a couple to put on my art page. I worked on poems. And then I do want to put some of the pictures once folks look at them and tell me what they like on the Dacia Secrets art page. And then I still listen to wonderful information so I could get my education on in regards to relationships and whatnot. So, what seems to be hot right now, topic wise, outside of Diddy, Drake, or Kenny, Kung Fu Kenny, um, seems to be something called the black wife effect. I think just in general, and I've discussed this being on the platform, doing the interviews with Selkis Ray and talking with the other ladies. And when we start talking about um, surviving interracial dating and some other things, that no matter who you are dating, no matter their color, no matter their nationality, uh, no matter the hate you've been taught, no matter the hate that's given to you, we got a lot of healing to do. That you don't go when dating, you don't decide. Well, some people do decide. Some people have preferences, but I feel as an American woman who has dated interracial and has different ethnicities or nationalities on my pages. It's quite a learning experience. You can't go based off color or nationality. And most of these black wife effects happen to be African American women with either Caucasian men that I've seen so far or Asian men. And I have, I'll go into depth later, not right now because I'm on a mission to get somewhere. As far as trying to get the book started for reading this week. When dating, I don't care what color you are. Your color, your background, what you came from, none of that. What I do care about in dating is that women use common sense, just like that. Don't let all your don't let your common sense fly out the window. And I can see for some of us why we will. I've been there. I've been there. I've had to do a lot of learning. Yes. Don't let common sense fly out the window. And if you think of it's a red sign or you are questioning it, don't move past what you are questioning in lieu of, oh, because he's this race or he's this nationality or he said he was raised this way or that way and he told me such and such. That little spirit inside you that says something ain't quite right, I need you to honor that. That's it in a nutshell. Yeah. Common sense. Don't catch no butterflies. Ignore all of them. Don't get excited when you meet him. It's you are meeting his representative. He is putting on, hopefully. Some of them just straight out the gate ain't even got no representative. You know from the jump, it's a snake, it's a shark, it's gonna bite you, it's got venom. Yeah, so yeah. So if you are dating to grow to another level with a single individual, Just make sure that's what they want too. And then while they are showing you their representative and telling you whatever concoctions they want to tell you to get into your pants or to your secret garden or your treasures, um, just make sure to use common sense. That's it on that. All right. So I'm going to start. I'm going to end this session. And I'm going to start here in a few minutes with the 4-hour work week. And then when I do have a little time, I have not written any script, but I listen to a lot of people um, talk about that black wife effect. And I said, I need to look up some. I'm a numbers and statistics and analytical. I'm not just going to go off of something you tell me. I'm going to go by that, and I'm going to go by my own personal experiences. So y'all will be learning quite a bit from me since I have had these relationships. And we don't need to just show the glamorous ones, which is nice if you do have glamorous ones, but you also need to know the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? And just because somebody's of a different race doesn't mean it's gold glitter. Not at all. Yeah. Okay, dokie. So, thank you for tuning in. See you all in a few minutes for the 4-hour work week. I'm going to get in position for that. So, I'll be back here in about 5 minutes if you want to tune in and start listening. I pray you have a glorious rest of your evening, regardless. Either way. Mwah. Thank you, Krishna. Have a good one, darling.